So I'm going to show you how to do like the basics. You start with a clean face. I didn't do a video of me cleaning my face because I'm sure you know how to wash your face. After you wash your face, you want to moisturize your face. I use this moisturizer. I don't know if you can see it. I can't really tell. Anyway, this is the moisturizer I use. You just rub it all over your face, just everywhere. Okay, moisturized, nice, good. The next step is primer, and this is the primer I use. It's clear. You just put it, I mostly put it around my eyes, especially under, because what the primer does is it fills in any creases. So when you put your foundation on, your foundation and your concealer doesn't get all creased up. There you go. Then put it everywhere. It also just helps your makeup stay on. If you don't have primer, you can use the pink baby lotion, works really good. That's the only thing I've ever used besides primer is the pink baby lotion, so I don't know anything else. So now you're primed, everything's all primed up. God, it sounds like I'm fucking painting a wall or something. Anywho, once you get your primer on, it's time for foundation. For foundation, you just have to find something that matches your skin tone, and depending on what kind of skin you have, you would be using either liquid or cream or powder. I use liquid. My face is a little bit combination of oily and dry, so anyway, this is the foundation, the liquid foundation I use. And I use, it's a blush brush, I think. I have no idea. This is what I use. And then I just drop it in. And it's pretty easy. And then I just like blot it around my face. Just the little dots, make sure I get everywhere. You focus on my eyes and right under my nose, because those are problem areas. This looks great, doesn't it? I should just go like this. It should just be this. This is just perfect. Anyway, and then just kind of brush it in, and I do it in circles. I don't know like professional ways to do this. I'm not a makeup artist, but this is what I do. It works. So, okay. It's hard to do on my phone though. I can't really see what I'm doing. So it might look crazy. I don't know. Might look nuts. And then I just kind of smooth it in. Just like whatever bits I missed with the brush. Get it into your hairline. Down here. Make sure it covers that. Blend it with your chin and your neck. There's that. I'll be back in a second. I'm coming back. I am. Okay. And then after the foundation, I use concealer. This is the kind of concealer I use. And a little brush. And just put a little bit in the palm of your hand. Take the brush, dip it in the concealer. And now this is how I do it. I make an upside down triangle on my forehead. And then I do that. And then I kind of fill it in. And this is kind of like highlighting your face, giving more dimension to certain spots of your face. Like that. And then I put a little bit on the tip of my nose, like that. And then another upside down triangle coming from my mouth. Haha, coming mouth. Alright. You don't want to get it on your lips, it's weird. Ugh, doesn't taste good. And then I put one line here. We don't want that. There we go. One line there. Same spot, other side. It's not too bad if it does not line up perfectly. Mine probably doesn't ever. And then last but surely not least, more upside down triangles. I look like a clown. I am a clown. I don't know if anybody ever watched Baskets, but that was like a fucking hilarious show. And I don't know if this is like how anyone else does their makeup ever, but this is just how I do it. And it works, so whatevs. I feel like a clown though while I'm doing it. See, I look like a clown. Alright. I gotta wipe my hand off. I got all this fucking concealer on my hand. Hold on. This fucking makeup towel over here. Alright. Yes! And then, gotta blend it in. I have this blending bulb. I got it at Big Lots in a package of like 80 for like $1.50. You just blend it in. But to blend it in, I just kind of tap it. I'm not rubbing or anything, I'm just tapping. Because if you rub it, it'll rub it off, and then you just wasted a bunch of time. Like, girls always make the most awesome faces when they're doing makeup. And then just kinda, there we go. Here's a little weird. Hold on. Malfunction. There we go. Nope, still a malfunction. There we go. Here's my blender. Just kind of like blend that in. There we go. Alright, so this is all blended. I don't look like a clone anymore. And then I take a powder and I put powder over it to kind of like lock it in. The powder I use is this brand. And I used my angled brush. Just gonna rub it around. Just gonna rub it around in the powder. And then just in circles, go around. Sorry, I thought I heard something outside, so I went to look. Anyway, just putting it in circles. There's that. Same brush. Just gonna blow on it. I got like a weird color patch right there. There we go. Beautiful. This is bronzer. It's Physicians Formula. It looks pretty. Same brush. With bronzer, I put it here, right under where I had the white line, right under where I had the white line, the sides of my nose, and down here. There's that. Bronzer. Same brush. Blush. This is the brand I use, and the color is called Sweet. Just rub it around. Go. And then for my face shape, I make a triangle right here, starting like right where cheekbone is and going out. Make sure you blow the blush or else it'll be really red. This side's got a little less color than the other side. There we go. Blush. Now for the eyes. I do all kinds of different stuff with my eyes. I'll do something kind of simple now, since you're just learning. Alright, so the eyeshadow that I'm gonna use is the Younique Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette number 1. Because I have brown eyes, and all of these colors go really good with brown eyes. So, and then I have this little, it's got like a little spongy thing on one side and a little angled brushy thing on the other side. Super technical terms. I take the little brushy side, and I go for the first one in the palette, which is like a white color. You just rub the brush around in it and get it all upon. And then see, it's all on there. And then you just apply it to your the entire lid, the whole thing. Up under the brow. And this is just like a very neutral color. Basically what you're doing is putting on a base eyeshadow to help you blend the other ones that you're going to use. And do the same for the other side. Make sure there's no creases. That's the most annoying part about doing makeup, is the frickin' creases. I get a lot of them. Just blend them the best you can. A lot of girls like do stuff to their eyebrows, like a lot of stuff, like a lot, which is cool. I would do it if I knew how, but I don't know how, and I don't have anyone to teach me, and I don't have a lot of time for watching YouTube tutorials because the kids and whatnot. All I do to my eyebrows is I use the same palette that I use on my eyelids, and I take one of the darker ones and I just lightly fill them in a tiny bit, use my finger, boom, barely does anything. Don't even re-dip when I go for the next brow, so I'm not trying to like make them like super, but you know. Alright, still using the same brush here. So first I did the first one, now I'm gonna do the third one. It's called Brassy. And I'm going to apply that one right here, all right here, on my lid, under the crease, like everything under the crease is like right here. See? Crease? So under the crease. Some people do their eyeliner before they do their eyeshadow, but I'm not talented enough for that. So if anybody else wants to show how to do that, that would be cool. This one side. I'll take a picture also because my phone doesn't take the best videos, so you can't really see just how sparkly that is. Anyway, other side, same thing. This gorgeous gold color everywhere under the crease. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I wish you could see exactly how pretty this color is. I'm gonna take a picture for you. There we go. Almost done, almost done. And now I'm gonna take this color. It's called Swanky. It's also shimmery, but a little bit darker than the other one that I was just using. And I'm gonna put that one on the outside part of my eyelid, right there. Other side. It's on the outside. It looks so nice. This color mix is so good. I love this palette. I am going to order so many of these just in case they ever discontinue them. Alright, I got a couple more steps and then we're done. It only takes me like half an hour to do my makeup. I know a lot of girls where it takes them like hours. I don't understand. Half an hour maximum. Okay, so now I'm gonna like highlight what I've just done. And I use Younique Moodstruck Minerals Pigment Powder. And now this is something that you can use if it's wet or if it's dry. Dry, it's just kind of shimmery, but if you use it wet, it's more bold. So what I do is I take it and I dump a little bit into the cap. And then you're gonna get a brush. I'm gonna use my Younique cream shadow brush. This isn't a cream shadow, it's a powder, but it doesn't matter. Take a brush, wet it, and then rub it around in the pigment powder. I'm going to give it a good little test on your hand. Make sure it's how you like it. And then what I do is I go here, kind of under my lashes a little, and then above my lashes a little. Under a little, above a little. And wipe the brush off because you're going to use it again. And then I'm taking my Younique Splurge Cream Eyeshadow. The color is Elegant. And I take my cream shadow brush that I just wiped off and I dip it into this cream eyeshadow, which I love cream eyeshadow because with regular eyeshadow it can fall down here when you're putting it on because it's powder, but with cream it doesn't do that. Anyway, so you get a little bit of the cream shadow on here. I'm just trying not to get too much. With this stuff, a little bit does go a long way. So see, I only have like a tiny bit on there. And I just wipe it over the entire thing. And what that does is it helps kind of blend the two that you've already used. And also it helps keep the cream, kind of locks it in. It'll keep it on for you all day. There. And then my final step, my goodness, it's a lot of steps. It's actually not even the final step because I haven't even done eyeliner or mascara yet. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. And this usually only takes me half an hour, but it might take me longer because I'm talking. Alright, where is my yellow? Okay. Now, this is unfortunately discontinued. But when I saw that it was discontinued, I bought a bunch of them. But basically, it's just any of a color like this, which is kind of like a yellowish, goldish color. And I just take my finger and I rub it around. Get my finger and I just put it in the corner of my eye. Because it, like, pops everything. There we go, corner of your eye. Popped, beautiful. And sometimes, I'm going to do it today because I didn't get much sleep last night. I put a little bit under here. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to do mascara now. Give me a minute. Where the fuck is my eyeliner? Oh, hell to the fucking no. Oh, found it. Never mind. I almost had an emergency. Couldn't find my fucking eyeliner. Alright. So now we're going to do eyeliner. And I'm going to try so hard to do this in a video. I've never done this in a video before, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But this is the eyeliner I use. Unique Moodstruck Precision Liquid Liner in Perfect, which is black. So, and sometimes if I don't have, that's my preferred, that's my go-to, that's the one I use the most, but if I don't have that one, I also sometimes use Maybelline Master Precise Eye Studio. I can't read it backwards. It's fucking backwards. I can't read it. It's Maybelline. But today we're going to use the Unique one because it's got this really nice little fine point on it. And that's my fave. Alright. This is hard. I'm going to do it up here because there's a mirror above my phone. You can just watch. We start by doing a small line like this. Small line. And do the same on the other side. This line's a little bigger. Whoops. Fuck it. I'll fix it. Anyway, there's my wings. I can't believe I fucked this one up. Oh. Anyway. So I go from like the middle of it and I go down like that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Do the same thing with the other side, or at least try to. It's hard to do in the phone. Once you have like the basic shape down, you can fill in afterwards. That's what I usually do. But like, because I do my eyeshadow first, I have to do a lot of like rubbing to get the eyeshadow off of the tip of the eyeliner. So that's how I do the wing. Now I'll show you how I do the cat, which sometimes I actually mess it up, so hopefully I don't make an ass out of myself right now. So then I just follow the line of this one and just bring it out. Same with down on the lower part. So you just like that. And then I finish it with my under. I don't use my liquid liner underneath. A lot of people do, but I don't. I use just like a regular pencil eyeliner underneath. So just like this. See? And then sometimes it messes up a little, so I gotta like blend up here and kind of like blend down here a little bit. There. Now the last step of the eyes, mascara. There's a lot of different kinds. I have quite a few different kinds. I have Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I have CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I have Maybelline The Colossal Volume Express. If you can't tell, I like voluminous lashes. The most voluminous mascara I've found. Unique 3D Fiber Lashes. It's like a two-step mascara. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So there's two steps. There's the big tube and the little tube. Start with the big tube. And you just apply it like you would any other mascara. I'm going to show you. I don't know how much you've used mascara, so just like this. Just kind of rub it on your lash. You can sort of blink too, don't blink too hard. Because if you blink too hard, it's gonna go everywhere. You might poke yourself in the eye. Just trust me, don't blink too hard. It's just like a feathery blink. You just make sure you get all your lashes there. Like I said, this is like a process mascara. You do the other side. I'm making a makeup video. I just had to tell my husband not to come in here because I'm making this makeup video. I don't want him to like sit down and like poop. Have you guys have to listen to poop. Okay, so that's dry. So you take the same one you just used. You take the long one again and just get the tips quickly. You don't want to let this dry. You just get the tips and then you quickly snag out the other one, and it's got all these little fibers on it. You'll see it. Roll that around on your hand like this to kind of push those fibers down, or else you'll get clumps. And then just blink, 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 blink. Now those fibers are on the cream from the bigger tube. Let that sit. While that's sitting, you take the other eye quickly. Just get the tips. Just to the tip to see how it feels. Anyway, just the tips of your lashes, and then quickly get the other piece out with all the little fibers on it, and then quickly rub those like on the top. Blink, 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 blink. Don't poke yourself in the eye like I just did. Blink, 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 blink. That fucking hurt. My eye's gonna be all red now. Look like I'm smoking. It was anyway. Alright. And then you gotta seal those little fibers in with the long tube again. And make sure you seal them in or else they'll like fall down to your lower lash line and on your cheek and it'll look weird. There. And now this side is probably dry, so do that. Alright, it's all sealed. Now personally what I do, because I don't know if anything fell, so you look below your stuff right here and you see I've got little like black spots for my mascara and I've got a little bit of eyeshadow. So I take the same powder that I put over my foundation and concealer. I rub my brush around in it like this and then I just kind of get rid of the black stuff from my mascara, get rid of the shadow that dropped down.